If you need more lighting, I have my
Is that a
light on
headlamp?
my hat.
That's an awesome idea. Built right in.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, it needs to charge right now.
Yeah.
It comes off and
blipped.
just charges into a USB.
That is.
I use it when I'm
just-
painting murals in the middle of the night.
Oh, that's brilliant.
That's.
I don't hike, but if I would imagine if you go outside and do outdoorsy things, it's probably helpful too.
Hi, thanks for joining us. I'm Lana,
And I'm Mark.
and we're here just to talk about real estate, small business, and just life.
Turns out most people who watch or listen haven't yet subscribed. If you could take a minute to do that, wherever you get your podcasts, we'd really appreciate it. Let's get back to the show.
Let's go.
You said you wanted to introduce her, even though you don't know her.
I don't know her.
I think this is a fantastic idea. Why don't you go ahead and do that?
Okay.
Hi.
Hi, Stacey Sparrow Murphy.
Yes.
Okay,
So far, so good.
great. Art on the Rocks, Bob Ross.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'm going to give a little bit of things that I found about you.
Okay.
See if I
See if
have
the
it.
internet's accurate.
Yeah, this should be good.
Okay. So you're from Cleveland, Ohio.
Yes.
You moved here in 1997.
Yeah.
Your grandmother painted,
Yes.
and you got inspired by your grandmother.
Mm-hmm.
And then you went to the Mass College of Art and Design, got a bachelor's degree in art education. 2009, you opened up
Is that
Art
right?
on the Rocks. And you have a studio at 80 Franklin Road in Fitchburg.
Not anymore.
Okay.
We found you.
Got her.
We caught you.
Stumped. Tell us where you're located.
We are now at 875 Merriam Ave in Leominster, next to Hannaford, the old Kmart Plaza.
Got it.
I say the old Kmart Plaza, and people think I'm in Kmart. I'm like, no. Yeah,
No.
I mean goals, but no.
But at least that is the way to explain that plaza.
Absolutely.
That's how we all know it.
So you used to, or maybe you still do sip and paint.
So technically, Leominster does not allow BYOB, so there's no sipping,
Yeah.
but we paint.
Okay. And then you took a course regarding Bob Ross.
Correct.
And now I have no idea who Bob Ross is. You can tell.
Stop.
I don't, yeah, I know.
Is that
I'm
possible?
horrible.
No.
I'm horrible.
Yes, you do.
And you
I
took
wanna
a
pull it up
course,
right
and
now.
she painted
Absolutely.
That's wrong.
38 paintings in a month. This one.
Sounds about right.
That sounds about, yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you've never watched Bob Ross, you can't probably imagine how that's
I
possible.
have to take that back. I have watched Bob Ross on
Okay.
Yeah.
Channel 2.
Yeah.
Okay, so you know what I'm
Yes,
talking about.
as a kid.
All right.
Was not inspired. And
To paint.
was not inspired to watch Bob Ross.
Okay.
And why? I don't know.
You scrolled by Bob Ross. All right.
This is the first person I've ever.
Yeah.
We have to rekindle your.
She's an unusual specimen, as
I, too,
as
am
you're
an
finding
unusual
out.
specimen.
very
Taylor,
quickly.
help me. Taylor, help me. They're killing me. So wait, let me just tell you. I was a very active kid. Like I don't like sitting down and watching TV. So that's probably what it was
I
about.
have one of those, so I
Okay.
get it.
So it's probably that because
Okay.
now when I go to art classes or something that they have, so I'm going to give you one example. I went to go paint wine glasses.
Mhm.
I sat there and just went, "Ooh, I don't even know where to begin. Like, I do not
I would
have-
imagine so. Yeah.
I don't have art.
I don't art.
Beauty.
Right.
I don't have art. The beauty of what I see that you do, or now that Bob Ross did, was it's so natural. You don't have a number that you have to paint in. You just do it.
Yeah.
It's
And that's-
incredible.
I think that's why we try to like do so much, because I have you as a child at home who just, I got a phone call and said has a concussion and come get her, right? Because she doesn't watch TV. So she laughed when we went to the doctor the other day because they were like, stay off the TV and the phone and no reading. And she was like, I don't do
No
those
problem.
things. So she's a sports kid and I have an art kid. So I get it. I see it because I was never the sports kid.
Got
It's
it.
like when Taylor referenced the headlamp and said, oh, that would be good for hiking. I chuckled because I was like, people do that on purpose? Like, if you accidentally left me somewhere and I had to find my way back to the road, I would
You
do
would
that.
Okay.
But
So-
that's not by choice.
So what do you use the headlamp for?
Painting. at night.
That's awesome.
Where do you paint at night?
So I just started
Graffiti?
kind of. So it's funny because I always think like I'm going to get pulled over and like arrested in the middle of the night, but I don't. And I think it's really funny because I'm a little bit of a character.
Wow.
So I paint storefront windows. So I've done like Fitchburg City Hall and Leominster City Hall. I've done mine for years.
Yeah.
And then some people started asking me to do theirs. And I was like, okay, sure. So I often, I'm like a second shift kind of gal.
Yeah.
So I teach until like 9 or 10. And then I have to do these window gigs like when I can do them, when the weather cooperates. So it's often at night. So I saw this and I
Oh.
was like, I'm going to buy this. And I bought this and I was doing C&M pizza
Yep.
and in the winter.
Oh.
And it wasn't really night, but it was winter. So it was dark enough. You know, it might have been like 6
Dark
o'clock
by
or something.
4, yeah.
And I'm standing on a ladder outside with this thing. And I don't look inside. I'm looking at the window.
Yeah.
And then I realize I've got my headlamp shining in this gentleman's eyes, just trying to eat his pizza the whole time. And I was like, I'm so sorry. And he's like, you're fine. It was so funny. But I realized.
He's probably just fascinated watching you out there.
Yeah, he was totally watching. But I absolutely like unaware of anything.
Yeah.
I'm just the art
Just
kid
in
and
the
I'm like
zone.
in the zone. And yeah, no, I was shining this headlamp in this poor gentleman's eyes while he's trying to eat his pizza the whole time.
I wish I'd driven by and seen that.
It was funny.
That's not far from my house.
I would have called the cops.
People don't call the cops on me, and I think it's really weird.
Yeah.
I was I have a friend who owns an art studio in Maynard, and I was painting her windows right before Christmas, and the only time I had to do it was like late. I was there until like 2 a.m.
Yeah.
And I'm in downtown Maynard, which is like a super nice, cute little downtown.
Mhm.
And
It is
I
cute.
Yeah, there's nobody walking around at 2
yeah,
a.m.
and I'm like, I've got
Amazing.
like a case of paint and a ladder and my headlamp. And I'm like painting on her windows in the middle of the night. Well, there were a few people that like strolled by.
Really?
Like there's a couple bars down there and stuff.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
That's livened up since I last saw it.
yeah, no, it's a cute little downtown. And not once does anyone stop me. No one asks questions.
Yeah.
City Hall, Finicky Fork, Leominster, Fitchburg, the mayor's store, the cafe in the middle of the night. I was painting his windows.
Wild.
So I want to bring you, Stacey. Bring me to this time. Let's just go back real brief. You wanted to paint like Bob Ross, and you felt this area, this community needed Bob Ross, that type of painting.
So it's actually a really funny story.
Yeah.
I decided that we needed Bob Ross painting. So I would, at my studio, we were doing it in acrylic, which is not, Bob Ross is an oil painter. It's really difficult to like get his look in acrylic, but I was like, we can do it. We'll be fine. So funny enough, I bought a bunch of headlamps and we projected Bob Ross and we did like a Bob Ross paint along, but I would like pause him and like co-teach with Bob Ross.
Neat.
And we did it in the dark with headlamps. And it was super fun. And I was getting like 40, 50 people in a class.
Wow.
And it was a blast. And then Bob Ross
Yes.
Inc. called me.
Yep.
It was like, ma'am,
Shut down.
you can't do
I
that.
heard that.
And I was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
And I was like, I was so excited because it was like one person removed from Bob. And I was like a weird art school kid. Yeah, I loved watching Bob. So when they called, I was like, oh my God, hi. And they were like
the nicest cease and desist
cease and desist.
ever.
And I was like,
I'm
oh.
thrilled to hear from you.
I was like, wait, well, how do we do this then? And they were like, you have to be certified, which I was like all fair game for. I love that they're trying to keep
Preserve
like,
him.
yeah.
Mhm.
So, and literally when I was like, which was crazy because my husband stayed home with our kids at the time. And I was like, well, I'm going to go to Florida for a month. And my mom was sick at the time.
Yep.
And I was like, I'm going to go to Florida for a month and become a Bob Ross instructor. And my husband's like, no, that's crazy. And I was like, here's my last 6 classes with 50 people. People want this.
Yeah. You were already knee deep in this business by then. Like, what year do you think that was that you did the Bob Ross?
It was everything is before or after COVID now. So it was.
That's a good frame.
She opened up Art on the Rocks in 2009.
Yeah. I added Bob Ross in, let's It's all a blur.
I have a guess. I'm going to write it down.
2016?
Oh, shit, I was going to write that down.
16?
Yeah, you stole my thunder.
Yeah. So
So let me ask you something though. Bob Ross, why Bob Ross?
well, most of the normal world knows Bob Ross.
I think that's
and are inspired by him.
directed to me. But why him? I've never heard someone say that that's what they're painting is Bob. Or they're inspired by him.
You need to get out, friend.
I know. Well,
No, everyone loves Bob. He's just so so Bob was actually Bob was in the Air Force and he was like a drill sergeant and was like very like his job was to like yell at people and put them into shape.
That's true.
Yes.
I've read that
Yes,
and I was
that's
like,
absolutely true.
that can't be true.
No, it's true.
It's so hard to imagine that afro with like he's so calm.
So the afro was totally like a marketing thing. Like the afro came as he didn't like the afro.
Oh, really?
No.
Oh.
The afro, much like this, was that's why I have the hat on. I'm like the purple girl version.
You are
on accident, but
are you saying that that's just a marketing thing?
No. Well, the purple hair though, my hair's been purple for like probably 12 years. And whenever it's not, people are like, why is your hair not purple? And I was like, sorry, I'll go back.
Are you feeling okay? Your hair's not purple.
Yeah. I was like, I just haven't showered and gone to the salon. It's fine. No, but he took up painting as like a relaxation thing, which is funny because he studied with Bill Alexander, who, if you haven't seen, you should also look up.
No idea.
He was like a super loud, over the top, like boisterous, like German man. And he'd be like, we put the paint on the paint. And he was like, and Bob is not. So Bill Alexander was less, was around longer, made the whole like wet on wet painting in this style kind of popular. But he was not well received. Bob Ross, on the other hand, like every housewife that was at home during the 80s, was like, yeah, oh my God, we love
people
this.
Still watch it on Netflix. I have found
He has his
myself
own
putting
channel.
it on.
He has an app.
Whoa.
On Smart TV, the Bob Ross channel.
So you skimmed over the wet on wet thing, and I think that's like the technical side of me wants to talk about that because it's like very different than
traditional oil
like
painting.
you normally like put paint on, you let it dry, and it how long does it take for oil to dry? Forever.
Yeah, so traditional oil painters will work on a painting for months or even potentially years.
And he would do it in one episode,
17 minutes,
the whole damn thing.
Yeah, I can paint in real life with Bob. Whenever I'm doing a new painting for classes, I make myself do it in 17 minutes.
That's so cool.
I was like, if I can do it in 17 minutes. Did you meet him? No, he's died. He died in 96, 5, 6, something like that. But he started The Joy of Painting, the TV series, in 1983. And you know what else came in 1983?
You.
Me. So it was meant to be.
Wow.
The world was blessed with Bob and me.
That's cool.
So I see her ensemble, which I absolutely adore.
Thank you.
I look at me, I've got solid.
Oh, same, yeah.
I don't do any like it's all flowing there.
This is just to embarrass my 13-year-old, very conservative Catholic school child.
Well done.
This would be hard for me. I would be like, oh, there's something wrong with
One kid thinks I'm cool and the other one's like, Mom, you're going to get dress coded if Mrs. Wright sees you.
That's awesome.
And I'm like, no, McKinley.
So
it's okay.
if people want to come talk to us about Art on the Rocks, like what, like, do you have to sign up? Do you have to, like, what is there to offer for people?
So we've got different options.
Okay.
So for
handicapped people like us that don't know how to paint.
Yeah, everyone, literally. You have to have zero. People call and they're like, well, how much experience do I need? And I'm like, 0. I have experience. I have all the debt and all the art school loans, so you don't have to.
Okay.
No, 0 experience. You never have to have picked up a paintbrush. We walk you through everything. And as a grown-up who is indecisive and has ADHD, we offer a little bit of everything.
Nice.
So we have walk-in, paint your own pottery, which Mark's wife and children have done.
This is my kid's paw prints on
the
here.
girls painted.
That's
yeah,
cool.
Came from her studio.
Okay.
And we've got lots of like tools and techniques. So my background is art education. So I don't want it to be even that experience that's like often a lot of times like a one-time experience or like a quarterly or a yearly experience for families or date nights, or we've got a lot of like 20-somethings that we're making pottery cool and they're coming and doing it too. we have lots of like techniques and things that anyone can do. So like, you know how you can silk screen on a shirt?
Yep.
You can silk screen on pottery. We have thousands of designs where you literally just, you can rub the design onto pottery.
Okay.
I have someone right now that is working on a vase as a wedding present, and she's got like, she's silk screen like very scientific looking botanical drawings of the flowers from the wedding onto it.
Whoa.
And then like has the dates on it. And they're
Wow.
all techniques that anyone can do. Your girls have silk screened on pottery before. Anyone can do it.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Marissa goes with them more than I do.
It's not hard. We want, just in general, we want art to be approachable. I think there's this like hoity-toity attitude about art that like only certain people can do it. So we've always tried to make it approachable. So from paint your own pottery, where you can walk in with literally babies.
Yeah.
It looks like one of the girls was really little.
I mean, their
when
handprint was
on
tiny
there.
when they did that.
We've had newborns. Crystal, when she got out of the hospital, the day she got out of the hospital, brought me a baby. And we put hands and feet and stuff on plates.
Crystal's
and
a mutual
ornaments.
friend of ours.
Yes.
That's awesome.
The friend that I know?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All of us know.
That's right.
So yeah,
Sorry.
Crystal and I went to high school together. So the day that she had the baby, like literally on their way home from the hospital, she brought me the baby and we
cool is
put
that?
its hands and feet all over stuff.
I think for me, I would probably not be inspired by pottery, though I think it would be something to look into. But I think at first I would love to see if I know I could paint. I'm going to share a quick little story. My sister gave me a coloring book and she thought that I needed to chill out. So I go,
This
and
is
she
like in
gave
your
me
adult life?
As an adult.
As an adult.
Okay.
Just got it. Like,
Yeah.
and she gave me markers. I'm like, you got me markers? Oh my goodness. And I'm like, I'm a little anal about it, right? So I go, all right. So I open the first page, and the page has got these little circles for these little flowers, right? And these little things. And so you have to, so I take the marker and I'm like, ooh, and I'm in the lines. I'm like, oh. And then I'm like, well, what color would go next to that, right? I have a fear of colors. Like I have a fear like I'm gonna have the wrong color.
Me too. I'm very modest
I can
in my
tell.
color choices.
I can tell. So then I'm going and when I finished, I don't even know if it's even a masterpiece. I finished. I took a picture and I sent it to her, and she's like, "That's great." I'm like,
Wow.
No, it's not great. It's like I did the stems green, right? Because they're green, right? Anyways, the next one I got a little bit more creative. I would love to be able to go on a board and actually make something that looks like something. It doesn't need to be perfect. I know I'm a little anal. I like to dot my I's and cross my T's. But I wonder if I would have the ability to draw. I mean, to paint.
This is going to be a
100%.
good experience.
Even freehand.
100%.
I could do that coming in to see you.
You're going to. I'm going to leave you a gift card and you come take a class. Yeah.
And
I'm having palpitation right now. Like I'm sweating right now. Like I would not even know the color to do.
Taylor's going to come with you because she looks excited. Yeah.
and we should totally
guys should come take
reveal
class.
the results on here too,
Oh,
just to make it hard.
Yeah.
gosh.
No
Okay.
pressure. We're voting when you're done.
Yeah.
So how do you know, like when somebody comes in and they say, I want to do this class or I want to do this, how do you know like where to begin with them? You just slap on, you just say, this is what you're doing? Because you must see people come in, you're like, oh gosh, they're not going anywhere with this.
I tell them to just leave. No, I'm just kidding. We have options, and we try to really appeal again, like to the masses. So we have your one-time paint class where you go on our website, you look at the calendar, and we're painting this rabbit in a garden this day, and you
okay.
sign up for that particular image.
Got it. Okay.
We then, we have a lot of people that start there and we'll do those regularly and they'll start to level up a little and they'll start taking a liking to painting. A lot of people do it at home or dabble or just, I have some people that if I don't see them, like Sundays are for Bob. We do Sundays, Bob Ross. If I don't see somebody on a particular Sunday, I'm like, are they okay? What happened?
Really? They're
Why are
that
they not
frequent
there?
flyers.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yep. And even like we cycle through the paintings. I have several regular Bob Ross people that'll paint the same painting multiple times. They'll switch colors a little, or I had one of my regulars, Susan. She's 81.
Wow.
She
That's so cool.
she wanted to go to art school, never went. She comes to Bob every Sunday. she's in my 10-week acrylic class, and she takes occasional weekly classes too, like the one-time classes. And she said this is her art school. She wanted to go to art school, never
That's
did.
so cool.
That
I
is
never thought of it
so
that way.
cool.
Yeah. So last week, we were doing a Bob, or 2 weeks ago, we were doing a Bob Ross that was like a very typical, like mountains, trees,
Yeah.
typical Bob Ross. And she's done that image several times. So I said, Susan, this is your final semester for this year. So I'm going to give you 2 canvases, and I want you to paint on a white canvas and a black canvas at the same time. So she did 2 paintings during class and did it, and it was great.
Ooh.
But yeah, we try to like do, so you can do the one-time thing where you look up an image. Bob Ross is a scheduled image. You look at the image online, you paint,
Mhm.
that particular image. And then we have 10-week sessions that are more like traditional painting.
Okay.
So we have an acrylic 10-week and a watercolor 10-week that you come in and you learn the basics of like mixing colors, preparing your paper, preparing your canvas, to
Watercolor?
creating
Oh, that's
stuff.
scary. That's scary. I'm just thinking that mine would just be a water dot, like a big. Is it expensive for people to buy paint stuff to bring at home? Is it an expensive hobby?
So it can be. I feel like with anything, like you can buy a
Oh,
Ford Escort or a Ferrari,
yeah.
like I try to use like very student grade. For Bob Ross, we use like official Bob Ross materials. But for our acrylic classes, we use like very student grade, like middle of the road stuff. It's not like
Mhm.
water, you can mix it. It's, but I tell people like this is sufficient. You don't have to spend $1 billion.
Got it.
You don't want like,
Mm.
to paint with Q-tips or like the plastic bristle brushes that come with the kids.
I was just thinking Q-tips.
Oh boy.
I was thinking like maybe I could take like, fix around the edges.
This is good. I'm interested to see where this goes.
Now, when someone takes a class and they sign up, they can do this with you. Do you supply all the like brushes and everything, or people have
Everything's
to come?
included.
Okay.
Yeah, no, you don't have to bring anything. So we have the walk-in pottery. You can sign up for a particular class. You can do a session. And we also have an additional space around the corner that's a totally separate space. That's our members' space. So we teach clay classes over there and pottery wheels, like Ghost.
How cool.
And
Yeah.
then once you learn enough, either in painting or clay, it's 24-hour access. You can do what you want. You can go when you want, do what you want. Sometimes I go there at 4:00 in the morning and there's people. Sometimes, the 7 a.m. early bird. Sometimes
That's
6
wild.
p.m.
There's a space in Orange and Athol.
launch.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I had them on my podcast probably a good year ago.
Yep.
And they were telling us about it. It was metal making, woodworking, all of that. And one of the biggest churnouts is the clay
Mhm.
and the pottery. And I have given gifts to people to go do that because I think people like hands to do something with their hands, right? So you're saying there's a space. So once you really learn and know how to do it, there's a space for them to go and just
It's
take
like an art gym,
Wow.
24 hours. And they pay a monthly membership fee. They get a shelf. They store all
They don't
their,
use what is it called? A kiln?
we fire their
Got
stuff
it.
for them. So we
Okay.
have very large production
Got it.
kilns that we fire all of their work. So they have no limits. They purchase clay from us, and that clay purchase includes all their firing and
Mm.
glazing. So they make stuff. We fire it to make it hard, like you would go paint your own cup or whatever. And then they glaze it at their leisure, and we fire it again, and then it's usable. The clay we use is oven safe, microwave safe.
Wow.
It's real usable stuff.
Yeah.
I have 2 girls right now that are members that are both getting married in the next year, and one's making vases on the wheels for all of her tables. And the other one is making ornaments with like their date and monogram, and like she's making ornaments for all the guests. I have another member who is a retired teacher from Fitchburg, and she's going to be a grandma soon. So she's
Oh.
making little pots on the wheel for the baby shower to
Yeah.
have like succulents at each little setting and stuff. So they get to do whatever they want. And clay is like I feel like it's not necessarily a dying art. Like there's plenty of people that do it, but it's not readily available in this area.
No.
Yeah.
So we have clay for kids during the summer. We have actually our kids' weekly classes right now are doing clay. And then these guys, once they know enough, they can just come and go as they please. They have
So
access
cool.
to the space whenever they want.
We were talking about retirement, one of our podcasts, and
Yeah.
I've been wondering what we would do with my time, and I'm thinking, there's a part of me that needs to learn some type of art.
Mm.
I really do believe I might have a little bit somewhere. I just don't know where, and I don't know what
This
it
could
is.
be a really interesting journey to watch you
Start my
traverse.
art, Taylor. I'm going to start my art. Oh my goodness, and I am the worst. I'm sure you've seen people that it's just like, wow, we got to work. But I am the worst.
I can't wait.
Do you have like any creative pursuits that are not necessarily art that I'm unaware of?
I can't do
I mean-
plants. I can't. I
Do you
I wo-
bake?
I like to bake. I bake, but
See, I can't
cook.
cook. I can't cook or bake at all.
Yeah, you've proven that a few times.
Yeah, I'm
I've
a
seen the results.
terrible.
Okay.
Terrible.
But like, I don't even know. All right, you know what even scares me, and I think this is all part of art, is all right. I'm a real estate agent, and people will say, "Well, do you think I should change this color to this?" And I have no concept. My house alone, Stacey, I went in. I said, "I love this color for my bathroom." I painted it. I was like, next day, could you come back and repaint it, please? And could you come back one more time? The color is not. I have no concept of color. I went in and painted one full wall. It was a cathedral wall in my house. And I was like, no, I want burnt orange. Got it done. I was like, put it back. Like, I can't. I have such a hard time. People can say, oh, you should get this. Why do you see that fits there? Then I will get it. And I'm like, oh, it's beautiful. I don't have the vision. I think something like, I always say, I didn't get the Martha Stewart juice in me. Something's missing in me.
At least you know it. There's a lot of agents running around giving people advice that's god awful. So at least you know where your limit is. I'm glad to hear that.
I don't have that in me. So when people say, well, what do you want to do for your flooring? I'm like, I got to get 6 people in here and then they can decide. I cannot make a decision to save my life on color, texture, room measurements. And I think that's an art.
I agree that it's an art, and I think it's a different kind. I'm not that girl either. This color right here, that's the color of my living room.
That's loud.
The curtains are like this color. I told my husband it's either going to be black or hot pink. So which one? He's like, no, black. I was like, right, hot pink it is, friend.
Right.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't consider myself a decorator. I'm a maximalist. I like stuff.
Are you a large like painter that can paint on those big canvases? Do you know what I'm talking about? Like when in the movies?
I am a jack of all trades, master of none. So I paint very large murals. I paint canvas. I teach 6 clay classes every week.
And that's all freehand.
Yeah, so our Bob Ross, we start with nothing on the canvas. Our acrylic classes, we've transitioned to, when I opened, there was no such thing as paint night and all these restaurants that had stuff. So we started with like very, 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 very simple paintings. And then as things started to pop up, I was like, we need to separate ourselves. And I want it to be something more than just like I'm throwing back a bottle of wine and like making bad art. So we do a real basic outline in chalk on all of our acrylic canvases now. And I mean basic, like we might be painting like a mountainscape and you might have like 3 triangles in the back, a line for the ground, and like 3 lines for like where the pine trees are going to live. Like we're not like really drawing it
just
out.
some framework.
Yeah, for like, we're not going to teach you proportion in a 3-hour class.
Oh, right.
So,
you have to have that
or
too.
perspective.
Right.
So we're going to start with that. It's a painting class. I always tell people, so sometimes people come in and they've been elsewhere and they're like, oh, you draw it? That's cheating. And I'm like, I promise you still do the work. It's a painting class. We're working on blending. We're working on more traditional painting techniques, but keeping it light and fun.
Yeah.
Where we're having a good time. We're laughing. It's fun. It's relaxed.
So people aren't stressed like, oh, my tree is off over here. You're giving them some framework so they're enjoying it.
And they might, this is terrible like marketing, but no, you might be a little stressed, but that's all right.
Yeah.
You're gonna like shake it off and get it out. I was like, sometimes you're like, this is so stressful. And I'm like, guys, it doesn't say on their website it's relaxing. It says fun.
Yes,
fun. It says exciting. It says different. It doesn't
we didn't make that claim.
Breath work
or
yoga.
I want to know what kind of art you like. Do you do anything?
Creative juices. I love cooking.
That's not art.
Okay. I mean, woodworking is probably my...
Oh, you can do that.
Yeah, it's probably my most... Because I like making functional things. That's where my brain will allow me the time.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, I get real anxious about how I'm spending my time. I was never very good at it, but I like doing it. Like, I don't have any hesitation to do it. I'm just not very good at it.
He seems like a person that would draw a stick figure.
You're all coming to a class. I can't wait. It's going to be great.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
This should be
you
wild.
have to come with us or else we're not doing it.
Yep.
Yeah, you
so
definitely come.
How do people sign up and what do they do and how do they go about? Like, what do we do?
So you just go to artontherocks.ma.com and there's a calendar and you pick which class you want to sign up for, whether it's kids, adults, family days, clay, canvas, oils, acrylics, watercolor. We literally do a little bit of everything.
Okay.
Resin. We try to mix it up because, again, the goal is just like making art attainable and making it not scary.
Yeah.
And with my background, doing it in an appropriate way. It's fun. I'll deal with the safety stuff and the
mess.
The mess, the logistics, like resin. I think it's weird that they sell resin to the public.
Dude, you're not kidding. My kids bring it home and just start playing with it. And I'm like, you know what that is?
No, absolutely not. People ask me to do kids classes all the time. I say, absolutely not. It's very, very toxic, even safe resin. Like we had special receptacles to get rid of it when I was in college and they just sell it at Michael's now to everybody with a...
They sell it in these little kits.
Yeah, no, it's
They're
crazy.
like, oh, you can make like your own little witch like potion thing. And I'm like, wait, what is that you're pouring over there? And it's resin that they have to harden with UV light and they're getting it all over the place. It's on their fingers. And I'm like,
oh, it's super bad for you.
Dude.
So I don't bore people with that. I know the safety precautions and we make sure that we handle everything correctly. And they can just come relax and have fun.
That's cool.
And not be scared or if you want to try something like resin, well, do you want to go spend $250 on materials or do you want to come take a class for like $40 to $50? See if you even like it. Maybe you hate it.
Yeah.
Maybe you're allergic.
Yeah, you might smell that stuff and be like, I'm done.
I always tell people like, this isn't something you should be doing in your home. This is something you should be doing outside and you should really actually wear a respirator. Like a dust mask is not rated for chemicals. Right. It actually traps it up against your face and makes it worse. And like all these, people are making all the resin things, but I digress anyways.
It's happening in woodworking too. Resin. They make all these like resin tables. I think that trend is coming back down. But for a while, like these river tables were a big thing and stuff.
And
just like gallons of
it's
epoxy.
A beautiful medium, but like you have to be safe. Same oil paints. Oil paints themselves aren't bad for you, but the paint thinner there's all these catchphrases like odorless paint thinner. It's just odorless in the air. It still emits chemicals, so
I want to smell my solvents.
Yeah.
I love those smells, man. Oh, it's so good.
This is exciting. This is really good, Stacey. I'm so excited about it. And yes, I am nervous and I'm going to sweat through the class, but I would like to come.
We'll turn on the AC.
There you go.
Nice.
So you told us where we can find you. People can sign up and they can take any kind of class, become a member. I think it's super great. So I hope everybody checks her out. And again, tell the address again so that people know.
875 Mary Mav. We're right next to Hannaford in the old Kmart Plaza.
Yeah, in Leominster. Perfect. Well, thank you all for joining us. And I hope that you will check out Art on the Rocks. And if you have any questions, feedback from this podcast, we'd love to hear from you. I'm Lana. And I'm located at Coldwell Banker Realty in Leominster. And you can find me on Instagram, Facebook, and my website, lanasellshomes.com. And Mark.
Mark, you can find me by Googling me. Wachusett Home Inspection. Google me up. Reach out if you want to be on the podcast or if you have questions, comments, or otherwise. And go see Stacey to learn your art.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Thank you so much.
Pleasure.
Thank you.